you guys ready for the rounds?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 5th round is sports. And what I want from you guys is, who is the worst fan base in America? Red Sox fans? Jets fans? Jacksonville Jaguar fans?
Jacksonville's interesting, man, because you can go to all the free games because they give the veterans all free tickets. We still don't usually go, but it's just a matter, like when you go there, like you actually can identify on site methamphetamine. That's how incredible Jacksonville is. But I can't believe you left out the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets are that upper-class Jewish girl you went to high school with that moved across the Hudson and now they think they're better than you.
Why are we all picking on the Jewish girls who went to high school with tonight? That's not fair.
Tim, what do you got, man?
They're all dead. So.
Out of the three you named...
Are you nuts making fun of Jewish people trying to be in the entertainment industry? I don't know him. He now be on fitforwomen.com. I love Jewish people. Go ahead, man.
Go Jews. I think that out of the three you named, the Red Sox have got to be the worst. There's something just obnoxious. When they walk around, fucking bees.
The only thing why I hate the Red Sox fans, everybody, our guys got beards, they're so radical. And the NBA players are covered in tattoos, you can't see their skin. A 5 o'clock shadow is not a big deal in 2013.
Family.
What do you got? What I can't believe though that you left out. I'm an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
But come on, Eagles fans are the worst. They're known for throwing D batteries at Santa Claus from the stadium. Seriously, that's the worst fan base. I just count myself amongst them.
I agree with you. I was going to go with Philadelphia in general. And I hate, by the way, the Sox are losing 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Yeah. I'm a big Yankees fan myself. In fact, like we're going to go to a game together. Every fan base has their asshole fans. I mean, like the Jets fans, they got the Philly. But I think in general, Philly's the worst. Like I lived in Philly for a year, and and it's a great city. But I remember my father going on like a church trip to see at the old vet to see a Giants Eagles game, and the Phillies fans like attacking a bus full of like school children and priests and nuns because they lost the game. It was like, they're awful.
Yeah, that is really something else.
But fuck the Sox, yeah.
I personally, I don't know any sports fans because they frighten and confuse me. But the thing that always gets me is like, why can't you just change what team you like? Like, why is that such a big deal? Because I'm married, I'm happily married. If I ever got divorced from my wife, my friends would all be like, oh man, that's terrible, you doing okay? Then if I found a new wife, they'd be like, oh man, that's great, he's doing good. But like, I grew up a Jet fan, and they brought me nothing but pain and struggle my entire life. And if one day I wake up and I'm like, I don't like the Jets anymore, my friends are like, oh, you're a loser, you gave up, you shouldn't do that. And then I'm like, well, now I like the Raiders. And they're like, you're a clown, you can't pick a new team, that's not the way that works. I don't think football teams are more important than my
But
wife.
the Jets didn't leave you. See, like, when the Nets moved to New Jersey, people are like, oh, you're still going to root for that? I have a lot of friends of mine who still were Brooklyn Nets fans. Like, oh, fuck them. They're like, you're not going to travel with it from New Jersey to Brooklyn? I'm like, I don't keep my wife's pictures on the wall. Like, she wanted to move out, go fuck her. You know? I'm not doing that. But like the Yankees, like, but I didn't leave my wife no matter how bad things got. So, you know.
We're going to move on from sports in one second. I kind of inherited the Jets from my dad. Like, the day I was born, he looked at me and was like, that kid's gonna be white trash. He's a Jet fan.
Parts. That's great. Like super prepared.
Okay, we're going to second round, TV. What I need from each one of you guys, what is the best show on TV right now?
I can't talk to you guys. You smuggled in vodka. Your opinion.
And you're not sharing?
Hold on, wait. This crew right here, we have Scandal, your favorite show. You're drinking in a place where there's no drinking, and then you're going to be a pregnant Girl Scout next week for Halloween. Right? Then we just found our favorite audience member.
Oh man, we got.
All right, go ahead. What do we got? What are we watching on TV?
It's milk.
It's like a homeless starter kit or something.
Anybody got?
No, bottle that size. That's a homeless end-it-all kit.
It came with a 38 snub nose.
Does anybody have any guns or fireworks or contraband to put up on stage? I would like to never be able to do this show again. It'd be awesome. What do we got, KP? What are you watching on TV?
Man, I would love it. See, Breaking Bad just ended.
Yeah.
Like that was it for me, man.
Well, then you got to pick a new show.
I gotta pick a new show. Oh, damn it. Is MacGyver still on? Like MacGyver was everything for me. If I had to pick something right now, shit. Seriously, lady? Give it up, God, you guys are adorable. The Real Housewives of New Jersey is my favorite show. Huh? Oh, you think you're better than us now?
Tim, what do you got? What's your favorite show?
Real Housewives. No, it's not. It's not Real Housewives. God damn it. Homeland. Homeland is the shit. Homeland is my jam. And then I don't know. I guess all the stuff that just came out, like Marvel, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and all the fantasy nerdy stuff that you got to see previews of at Comic-Con. I'm a total dork. That's what I love.
Fair enough. Craig, what do you got? What are you watching?
I'm not sold on Marvel's Agents of this chick from Forever 21 who's passing herself off as a hacker. I'm not. Marvel's Agents of what weren't the movies way more exciting. My three favorite shows are not currently on the air. That's Archer, Community, and the Venture Brothers. But my favorite show that actually they just put the thing on hiatus for a couple of weeks. But starring the single greatest character in the history of television, Ron Swanson, Parks and Rec. That's my show.
Yeah. Ron Swanson.
Yes.
My favorite show.
Yeah, he's far from Real Housewife. I'm sorry.
My favorite show is Arrow. If you're not familiar with this, it's on the CW, which means it looks like an Abercrombie commercial. It's about a guy that decides crime in his fictional city has gotten out of hand, so he's going to fight it single-handedly with a bow and arrow. It is on the same time as The Housewives of somewhere, maybe Orange County. So like every Wednesday night, my wife's like, "Hey, you want to watch The Housewives?" I'm like, "No, that's stupid. I got to watch the show about the guy with the bow and arrow."
My girlfriend did make me watch that Housewives show a couple times. It is fucking vapid. Holy crap. I get it. Like, you probably have a very tough job and you don't want to think about anything.
All right, we're going to third round. We're bringing up movies. It's Halloween, just a couple days away. I want from you guys, what is the greatest Halloween horror franchise of all time? Your choices are Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, or Halloween.
True story, Friday the 13th, the first one was filmed in Camp Novi Bosco up in Sussex County, New Jersey. I got to stay in the cabin and you're just walking around like, no. I'm the only Eagle Scout in the room.
What do you guys not get out at all?
Oh man, no, but like you stay in there and you're like this cabin, I feel like Kevin Bacon got murdered in here for a second. So I'm going with Friday the 13th, man.
Okay, one for Friday the 13th. What do you got, Tim?
I can't believe you didn't have Ernest Scared Stupid in there. It's ridiculous. What was that movie? What was the movie with like the three witches, that old one? There, Hocus Pocus.
Come on. I was going to say that. Sorry if I'm a little smarter in the room.
I never really, I guess Friday the 13th.
In order, when you have the mic. I will end this show now. This is not going to get out of hand.
Hocus Pocus definitely trumps all of them. That's it.
Here's the thing. I was a fucking scared little pussy of a kid who didn't like scary movies, and I never watched any of those things. But then I finally, like when I got older, I watched like Nightmare on Elm Street, and Friday the 13th, and stuff, and I'm like, these are just bad. They're just horrible, corny movies. But I'm amazed if we're talking franchises. The movie that scared the shit out of me the most was Arachnophobia because I have it. But I would have to say, it's for me, horror franchise tie between George A. Romero's Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, or the Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. Nope, nobody really for those.
When deep cuts on the horror movies. I've never seen any of those. I've never seen the movies I said. Maybe.
These Google scary movies.
Yeah, Wikipedia is great. Mainly because I don't understand the idea of paying to be scared. Like when I pay $12 walking in there to be scared for 2 hours, when I can just walk down any street in Asbury Park, not called Cookman Avenue, and be scared out of my mind for free. You guys ready for the fourth round?
Just go for it. Yeah.
Okay, it's a big fall for the music industry trying to bring it home, finally sell some records in the fall with 3 big albums by massive pop divas. Last week, Miley Cyrus came out with the album Bangers, as in everybody my age sees the video and goes, "Is that the chick from Hannah Montana? That's a banger." Don't laugh at that, it's juvenile and lazy. This week, Katy Perry dropped an album, I'm assuming is full of like, you can do anything and beat the world if you try really hard anthems, to which I say, Katy Perry, if you're born very physically attractive and you have a great singing voice, how much do you really have to overcome? And then next week, Lady Gaga is dropping her album, who is, in my opinion, cool on TV, but if you ever met her in person, you'd want to punch her in the face so bad, you might be going to jail. What do we got on these two?
That's tough for me to talk about. I feel like people who have seen Pearl Jam live 7 times really shouldn't be able to talk about this. But I'm going to go ahead and say Katy Perry's all right, because she dropped a new album. She could drop anything she wants as long as it's on my face.
Tim, what do you got?
Yeah, Lady Gaga, I completely agree. I think that, like, she's got cool stuff, but you would never want to actually have sex with that. You have no clue what you're gonna get. You don't know what's gonna be down there. It's just.
She also really pulled the wool over Americans' eyes by making us all think we really like club music and over-the-top gay culture.
Yeah.
We don't. We're not into that.
Yeah.
Greg, what do you got?
First of all, I'd fuck the hell out of Lady Gaga. I think that would be just a great, wild experience. I'd probably need like a day or two to recover, but I think it would be a hell of a story. I don't know, you couldn't have found like a word. I'm probably the least qualified person in this room to answer this question. They have albums coming? I don't know. Like Miley Cyrus, I don't get like this, like she's doing this whole, I'm trying to forget my Disney past thing and like purposely trying to be over the top sexy, and it just comes across as so sincere. It's like when the dog gets on his hind legs, comes to the table, and it's like, oh look, he thinks it's people. It's like, it's so bullshit. And Katy Perry, like she's got those big dumb eyes, like you can see the wind blowing through her ears. I think Lady Gaga, like she has legitimate actual talent. Like she can play the piano, I know that. And so I'm gonna say, and if you punched her in the face, it might help, like straighten the nose out or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Lady Gaga because her name is a Queen reference. Radio Gaga. There you go.
Not bad, but the correct answer is Katy Perry. Let's keep it moving.